Hey YouTube, it's time for another video. Yeah, it's good.
Yo, Sonny. Yeah, Sonny. Yeah, you gotta give me a little bit to get the level together. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's tight, that's tight.
Yeah, you need more effect?
Word, let me check these levels.
Okay, this should be cool now.
Turn it up, let me check it out. Check it out, here we go. Pick this.
Okay, go ahead, bust it.
Freestyle, fantastic, flipping like acrobatics. Microphone mathematics, added, then subtracted, and there you have it.
I'm just relaxing tonight, drinking some of this Bud Light Golden Wheat, and with that comes a shout out. And that shout out goes to Jughead82. If you haven't watched his videos, if you don't know about this YouTuber, I recommend you check him out. Awesome dude, funny guy, and check out one of his more recent videos. It might be his latest video. Cool guy, one of the funniest videos I've seen on YouTube, made me laugh out loud. So definitely check him out. But what this video is about is my PlayStation 2 kiosk. I've had a couple people, and when I say a couple, I mean two. Two people tell me I should do a review of this. One was Dog Chiper. I was watching his channel, Dog Chiper 91, and he was I saw one of his videos basically where he had a PlayStation 2 kiosk set up in his background, and went ahead and asked him, and he said, yeah, it's a PlayStation 2 kiosk. And I looked back through his channel. He had actually done a kind of like an overview of this of his, and explained how he had gotten it. Anyways, I'm gonna give you a little bit of background on this system here, and on this kiosk, and tell you guys how exactly I came about obtaining this fine piece of art. At least that's how I like to look at it. The way it happened is that at the time I was working at GameStop. I was a manager for GameStop, and obviously GameStop has all of these systems on their floor, and all these different kiosks on their floor to kind of, you know, showcase certain games, to get people to play these games, and then hopefully in return purchase them or purchase the system, whatnot. When I came to the store that I was at, and finally, you know, moved up the ranks, became a manager, I finally got to this store, and they had this PlayStation 2 kiosk still on the floor, like most of the other GameStops in the area. Actually, probably all the GameStops in the area still had this on their floor. What happened was, my district manager with our smaller store, he went ahead and said, go ahead and pull it off your floor. So I pulled it off my floor. Well, as month after month after month passed, I finally realized that, you know, it was either forgotten about, or it was just, you know, it had come to the point where nobody really would notice if this thing was missing. So, needless to say, I didn't like seeing this thing in my back room any longer. Space was limited, and I didn't want to see it collect dust. So, I took it upon myself to give it a nice new home. And I proceeded to put this thing in the back of my Jeep at the time, and drive it on home. Now, just a little bit of a note to anybody out there. If you're planning on taking one of these things home with you, you might want to have a friend or a buddy or somebody give you a hand with it, because it's pretty darn heavy, and you definitely don't want to get your wife to help you with it, because it'll only make you frustrated. Definitely don't drop it on your foot. I did that. It hurts. It really hurts. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of an overview of this kiosk. Just, you know, give you a brief rundown of it, and you guys can go ahead and take a look and see what you think. Anyways, you know, some of the things about this is that this is still pretty much how you would see it in the store. One of the things about this, and you may not be able to tell through this camera, or you may be able to, is the screen's a little bit faded, and you know, I'm having a hard time remembering when I first saw these in the stores if that was just the way it was naturally, or if you know, over time it just, you know, playing video games and whatnot, and the system running, if it just faded over time. But it's still, the display is pretty decent on it. You know, as you can see from, you know, just looking at it, it's still in really good shape. This thing still has like this warning sticker on here. And then one of the big problems was that this also had a lot of advertisements that were would actually stand out on the side that Sony would send in, and I've really scrubbed this a lot. I could probably do a little bit of a better job, but there's still some residue from the stickers on there. It does have two, you know, PlayStation 2 controllers on it. The one thing that I plan on doing is actually changing these out and putting some nicer controllers on here, ones that haven't been drooled all over by, you know, kids and greased up with greasy fingers and hands. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and just show you some things with this here. You've got like this kickstand thing here that keeps it all propped up. But inside you'll notice you've got some LED lights. One of the things that is pretty cool is that this does have a remote on the inside for the television, so you can use that to change it. I'll show you another way you can change the settings or whatever in a minute here. Still a little bit of dust in here. I cleaned this out pretty good at one point, but it's probably just accumulated more dust over time. We got a PlayStation 2 fat system in there, you know, one of the original bad boys. And you know, I don't have a PS2 other than this one here, so I've left that intact. Now, the one thing that kind of bothers me about this system that is an issue for me personally is, let me turn down the volume a little bit on this. Now, as you can see, you've got, you know, the volume controls here. You can turn it up, turn it down like that. It's kind of like almost touch sensitive. And then just some other settings. What traditionally you'd have in here is like an advertisement for a game or some kind of marketing material in there. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the original marketing, so nothing cool to put in there. Now, the thing that bothers me the most about this is that if you look back around the back here, you'll see that there is a slot there for the key to open this up and to get into the back of the TV and whatnot. I don't have that key. I actually looked around for it after taking the system home and could not find it in my store, so whatever. If that's the worst case scenario, no big deal. Now, the other cool thing is that you have these glowing neon lights underneath here, and you do have a lock here for the system. Sorry, this remote keeps on falling down. But yeah, that's it. Let me go ahead and just drop that down and leave it open. But that's basically the overview of it. You know, you've got the Sony, the PlayStation logos on the side here, on the side here as well, and then the plexiglass here that displayed the PlayStation 2 logo. But definitely was something that I was excited to get my hands on. You know, you can't beat free, no matter what it is. I'm just, you know, when it comes to gaming, if you can get something for free, why not? Especially when it's something that you just can't buy in a store. So I'm glad I got this. I'm definitely glad after I stopped working there that I took it home. Nobody ever knew. Who knows? Maybe they're looking for it still. But they're not going to find it because it's in my house. And thank you very much, GameStop. You did actually give me a couple good things when I worked there. Anyways, guys, that's it for me right now. If you want to hear more about this system, I could tell you more, but that's really all I have to say. Once again, check out Jughead82, awesome YouTuber, incredible channel, and I'll be bringing you guys some more videos soon.